What's up guys, welcome back to another video. In today's video I'll be talking about how Ubisoft can fix For Honor. Now in my previous video, the video about why For Honor will die in season 3, I went over the frustrations that I had with the game, and a lot of people kind of misunderstood what I was trying to say and they thought it was completely negative, which is not the case. I really do enjoy the game, guys. Like, I play the game every single day and I really love this game and I really don't want to see it die. So I was just listing the points in that previous video on why I didn't like certain things in the game and why I thought people were really leaving and some reasons why people were leaving. So in this video, like I said, this is going to be about how Ubisoft can fix For Honor. So one of the points I have is the combat system itself. The combat system is pretty flawed because it kind of rewards people for just sitting back and reacting to a move that's thrown out. Let's say, for example, you could take any shield character, for example. Those are the classes that are really good at it. If you just wait and react or parry anyone's light attacks or heavy attacks, you'll be better than just attacking, because this game really rewards just getting a parry, because the parry punishes are so good and you can net so much damage just off of a parry. Or even if you're a conqueror, even off a block, or a lawbringer, even off a block, you can net a lot of damage. So this game really does reward people just turtling and reacting to certain moves instead of actually going out and starting the attack and initiating the attack. So this brings me to my next point, that you can include stamina damage, like sort of like chip damage, but instead of chip damage, it hurts your stamina bar. So let's say you block an attack, instead of nothing happening, instead of you losing no stamina and really nothing is happening, if you block an attack, you get stamina damage instead. You lose some stamina instead of not taking any type of damage. So basically you will have your light characters do the minimum amount of stamina damage. Your medium tier characters like kensei, maybe who else? Yeah, I already said kensei. Valkyrie. I don't know who will be considered light and heavy, but you get my point. You can have your light characters, your middle tier characters, and then your heavy characters like Shigoki, Lawbringer, Warlord, etc. And they would do different sets of stamina damage on block. Now, once your stamina reaches the minimum, like let's say you run out of stamina, you will be out of stamina. Like if someone does stamina damage to your block, you can actually be out of stamina, which would incentivize people actually going out and attacking. Because once you're out of stamina, you can start mixing up. But that still doesn't prevent people from still turtling within, like, when they're out of stamina. So my idea is to bring in chip damage once you're out of stamina. So basically, let's say you block an attack. Only when you block an attack out of stamina, you take chip damage. So that prevents people from still turtling up while out of stamina. So it's really trying to incentivize people to go out and attack more. So if you do want to defend, you're gonna have to bite for a parry, or you don't want to block too long because you're gonna run out of stamina, and then you're gonna start taking that chip damage. So yeah, I think this is a really good idea to put into the game, stamina damage. Now I do understand this may have some problems with characters like Berserker, because he can continuously attack and have armor on his attacks after he continuously attacks, and you will kind of start to lose your stamina because he's attacking so much. But like I was saying before, different characters can have different tiers of damage that they do due to your stamina. So maybe Berserker will have a really low stamina damage on block, and different characters might have higher ones. Because I know when I was thinking about this, Berserker came right into my mind. It's like, okay, this might be a problem, but if you make Berserker's stamina damage really low, I think it'll be fine with even those fast attacking characters like Berserker or Peacekeeper or Shinobi. Maybe even Valkyrie as well. So although this may have its flaws, this may need a lot of testing to get perfectly right and then find the correct balance between who does what kind of stamina damage and what does what kind of chip damage, and etc, etc. So I mean, although this may have some slight problems to it, I do see a lot of characters actually being benefited from this. But the only one that comes to mind right now is Kensei, because more people will bite on all of his light attacks, even though his light attacks are pretty slow and pretty parryable. But if he starts feinting in between, people are going to have to respect the feint now, because if they keep getting hit by those side lights, then their stamina is going to keep decreasing. So they might be more ready to parry an attack instead of just sitting back and blocking all of Kensei's attack and waiting for that right opportunity to parry a light attack. So this may actually boost Kensei in the tier list, make him even better, or make him viable at least. Now another point for this is to bring in a kick or headbutt move to every character in the game, so at least every character has a move that can break guard. So basically you will make each headbutt or kick or punch type move cost 20 stamina each. So even if there's already a character that has a headbutt move that doesn't cost 20 stamina, push everybody's headbutt move up to 20 stamina. So basically Warlord's headbutt, Lawbringer's shove, Shinobi's kick, Centurion's punch and kick, move that up to 20 stamina. So and give everyone else in the game that kind of move, so they can deal with turtles and people who only like to guard. And make sure it costs 20 stamina for every character, so people don't go around trying to spam it all day. They can only do 5 in a row, then they're completely out of stamina, or however much stamina somebody has. I don't really know the stamina values, but if you make it at 20 is a pretty good cost for a headbutt type move. And if it's dodged, you should be able to get a guard break. I think like for characters like what's his name, Conqueror, for characters like Conqueror and even Warlord, if you dodge their headbutt, there's only a really small window, especially for Conqueror. If you don't dodge it at a certain time, you're not going to get the free guard break because he has pretty fast recovery frames. Make it so that the end lag for all of these headbutt moves is severe enough so that anyone that even dodges it can still get the guard break or a light attack afterwards. So that's just my opinion. I think that would be good for the game. Give everyone that type of move. I really think like if you put in these updates, people will start attacking a lot more, and they'll actually be fun, like action-packed games instead of just walking around staring each other down and having a stare fest for however long the countdown timer is. Now, along with the connection issues, if you can find some way just to fix all the connection issues and make the game a lot more stable, then you can start adding in like the ranked mode and new like game modes. Actually, a game mode that might really be good for the game is like a free-for-all type of game, like pit like 5 people in one little arena and let them duke it out, and the last man standing wins. That sounds pretty cool to me. It's like a fun little game mode. I think For Honor should have more kind of less serious fun game modes just to freshen up the game a little bit more. Like that free-for-all mode that I just explained seems pretty fun, because I had something similar to that when I was playing custom matches, and it's pretty fun. You will have like a bunch of people come in like in one small area and just duke it out, and the last person who will be standing will be the winner, which I think is pretty fun. So if you can come up with some creative game modes along the lines of that, or whatever you come up with, I think it'll make the game a lot more fresh, bring a lot more people back to the game, because these few game modes that we have now are kind of getting dull. Some of them are kind of repetitive, like how many times are you going to play Dominion, how many times are you going to play Execution. Basically Execution is just duel and brawl with just more people. Skirmish is just it's skirmish. You don't even want to get into that. It's just, yeah, just a mindlessly killing game. But if you add in some more objective game modes, maybe King of the Hill, I don't know, anything you can come up with, honestly, where people just run around at different points trying to collect as many points as possible, keep people out of the point, etc. I don't know. Maybe you can figure out whatever works, but those seem like some good points to add to the game. I think I'm going to wrap this up here. I think I covered everything that I wanted to cover. If there's any topics you guys want me to talk about, please leave them in the comment section. These videos are pretty fun, man. I don't really have a script for these videos. I just go on and talk and speak how I feel. But if you want me to talk about anything, just leave it in the comment section. And I think I'm going to wrap up this video. If you enjoyed, please leave a like, and if you're new, please subscribe. And with that being said, I'll catch you guys on the next one. And oh yeah, please follow my Twitter below. You can start asking me questions on Twitter. I reply to mostly all my Twitter messages. Literally, I reply to every single one of them. So Twitter is really the best way to reach me. So if you do want to ask a question, you can leave it in the YouTube section, but it's better to just ask me the question on Twitter. So with that being said, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace out.